When someone says it's peer-reviewed, most people stop asking questions. But here's what they don't know. Even the most respected medical journals in the world have been bought. Let me give it to you straight. The majority of studies published in major journals are funded by pharmaceutical companies. And many of those papers are ghost-written, meaning a drug company writes the article, then pays a doctor to put their name on it for credibility. It's not science. It's marketing in a lab coat. Don't believe me? Let's talk numbers. Well over 70% of all clinical trials in the US are industry-funded. And once those studies are done, they handed off to journals that rely on drug ads to stay afloat. That's right. Advertising revenue from big pharma keeps those journals alive. So what happens if a study shows a natural remedy working better than a patented drug? It doesn't get published, or worse, it gets buried. And what if a study shows a drug is harmful? It gets spun, edited, or delayed until millions have already taken it. Look up Dr. Marcia Angel, former editor-in-chief of the New England Journal of Medicine. She resigned and blew the whistle, saying it is simply no longer possible to believe much of the clinical research that is published. That's not a conspiracy theorist. That's a top editor admitting the truth. We are living in an age where science is selectively sold for the highest bidder. So when they say, "Show me the study," ask them, who paid for the study? Who benefits from the outcome? And who gets silenced if it doesn't fit the narrative? Because peer review means nothing if the peers are on the payroll. If you want real science, not scripted science, follow me. I don't work for them. I work for truth. And truth is what sets people free.
This presentation represents the professional opinions, clinical experiences, and educational interpretations of Dr. Farah Agustin-Bunch. It is presented strictly for informational, educational, and motivational purposes only. Viewing, attending, or engaging with this presentation, or any content in any form created by, affiliated with, showing, or associated with Dr. Farah does not establish or imply any doctor-patient relationship with anyone. No personal medical advice is being given, and nothing in this presentation should be interpreted as individual medical consultation, diagnosis, treatment, or prescription. Statements made herein have not been evaluated by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration or any international regulatory authority. The experiences and outcomes shared are not typical and are not guaranteed. This content is not a substitute for professional medical advice. Always consult your licensed healthcare provider before making any health-related decisions. Copyright and content protection. This presentation and all associated materials, including video, audio, slides, graphics, and spoken content, are the exclusive intellectual property of Dr. Farah Agustin-Bunch. Unauthorized recording, reproduction, distribution, sharing, or public display of any part of this presentation in any format is strictly prohibited and may result in legal action. By continuing to watch, you agree not to record, screen capture, copy, repost, or transmit this content in whole or in part without express written permission from Dr. Farah or her authorized legal representatives. By continuing to watch, you acknowledge that you are solely responsible for your health decisions. You understand this presentation is not a medical service. You agree not to hold Dr. Farah, her team, or affiliates liable for any outcomes associated with the use or misuse of the information provided. Viewer discretion is advised. This presentation may challenge conventional beliefs and expose controversial topics in medicine, health, and regulatory policy. It is intended to empower, not to incite fear, replace clinical care, or offer medical guarantees. Your health is your responsibility. This is your opportunity to reclaim it.